right now on Justice.
The Hillary Clinton documents released by Wikileaks make more clear than ever just how much is at stake in this election.
Donald Trump fights allegations of sexual misconduct by shining the light on bombshell new Wikileaks emails that put the Democrats and the Clinton campaign under the microscope.
She is the most corrupt person ever to seek the office of the presidency.
Meanwhile, Clinton spends the day off the campaign trail as the countdown clock ticks to the final debate.
How do you see a Clinton presidency playing out again in the White House?
Years of revenge, getting even with people who crossed their path.
3 women with serious accusations against Bill Clinton. What they tell me about the Clinton machine and the danger of sending Hillary and Bill back to the White House. Justice starts now.
Hello and welcome to Justice. I'm Judge Jeanine Pirro. Thanks for being with us tonight. Allegations flying against both candidates this weekend. We have a packed show on deck, but first, my opening statement. More than 30 years ago, as a young prosecutor, I started one of the first domestic violence units in the nation because of the abuse and violence that men perpetrated against women. It was my crusade to level the playing field where women were seen as inconsequential, where women were beaten on a regular basis. Now, I've been offended by things said and done by Bill Clinton, and said and allegedly done by Donald Trump. Things that are unacceptable at any time. But should these issues be the dominant issues at this point in the campaign? Now, I've told you I know Donald Trump for 25 years. I've been with him in family, party, business, and public events. I've never, ever heard him talk or act the way his accusers claim he did. Period. End of the story. So let's get on to what really matters to us, our families, and our pocketbooks. There are 2 candidates, folks, from which to choose. Neither is perfect, but I choose Donald Trump. The other side is so dangerous and so scary that to vote for her is a guarantee of at least 3, if not 4, Supreme Court justices who will chip away and destroy the fundamental rights and guarantees of the United States Constitution. Now, I've been telling you this for the past year and a half, but she, of course, will talk a good game.
A lot of people are worried that maybe they wouldn't have a place in Donald Trump's America.
Now, I've got news for you. You may not have a place in Hillary Clinton's America. She has her own war on women. Evidence. What the women Bill Clinton violated said about her. She even has her own war on religion. The woman is utterly against religious liberty. No surprise there, since it's her pal Barack Obama, whose policy she wants to continue, who took the Little Sisters of the Poor to the United States Supreme Court to force them to provide contraceptives and the morning after pill under Obamacare to their employees, a violation of their religious beliefs. Evidence. Wikileaks this week. The communications director, along with the now campaign chairman for Hillary Clinton and a Democratic strategist, mock Catholics and evangelical Christians for, quote, their backward views. Their anti-Christian bigotry is palpable. They, Hillary and her gang, talk of a need for a Catholic spring and a desire to plant the seeds of a revolution in Catholic teaching, reminiscent of the Arab Spring that they were complicit in the Middle East, which is now in chaos. The same people who fret after Americans are killed, whose worst fear is not the Americans who are killed, but an anti-Muslim backlash. The same group that told American Christians at a national prayer breakfast, you Christians, you get off your high horses, after we were being beheaded by Muslims. Are any of you confident that this woman will appoint Supreme Court justices who are going to protect your First Amendment religious liberty? If you are, let me read you another leaked email from Wikileaks. Quote, "We just found out that in order to win the first Obamacare Supreme Court case, the Obama administration applied political pressure on Justice Roberts, and they bragged about it in their email saying," excuse me, this is the quote, "the president threw down the gauntlet last time on the Supreme Court that was vital to scaring Roberts off." Close quote. So if you think that there will be equal rights and equal opportunity and equal justice for you under Hillary Clinton, think again. Wikileaks this week proved that the people who get help from Hillary Clinton, her State Department, and her campaign were the people who give the Clinton money through her foundation. Her State Department prioritized requests from the Clinton Foundation for meetings that world leaders gave to those who went through the foundation. So if you wanted to bid on a contract to help rebuild Haiti, you didn't have a chance unless you paid homage to the Clintons with an admission fee to the Clinton Foundation. So if you believe in equal justice, forget about Hillary. The email exposed through WikiLeaks tells us that the DOJ and State Department were all in communication. The email investigations tell us everything that we told you turned out to be true. So if you're tired of a corrupt government that has turned into a feeding trough on your back while you work 60 and 70 hours a week to feed your family as they wine and dine with world leaders as your rights are being ignored, then it's time to take a chance. After 4 Supreme Court justices are appointed, no one's going to give a damn about what anyone said about Donald Trump. After 4 Supreme Court justices tear apart the Constitution to satisfy a globalized, progressive socialist agenda, it won't matter that we even have a Constitution. I told you this last week, and I'll say it again. If you want a woman who's not in it for us and believes in open borders, open trade, double speak, and destroys women, then you go right ahead and vote for her. You'll get what you deserve. But if you want real change, buck up, put on your big boy pants, and keep riding. It's decision time. You've got 24 days. And that's my open. Tell me what you think on my Facebook page or Twitter, #Judge Jeanine.